There's a big battle for second place, there's a bigger battle for sixth place, and Harbour View's top gun is stepping down. All this and more on Match Week 26 preview show. Yeah people, welcome back to Jamaica, and we are looking to Decision Day on Sunday, April 7th, when all the matches in the final round of regular season play, it will take place at the same time at 3:30 p.m. We will be starting with the local news, of course. Before Harbour View's final match of the season, their head coach Lolo Bernard has announced he will be stepping down. The experienced coach who won the Premier League title with the club in 2022, was a beaten semi-final just last year, said he was in the process of transitioning into a new role. According to a quote from the Gleaner, Bernard stated, "I always said from last season that I wanted this to be my last. I just figured that it's time for some younger coaches. In the past, I would have had younger coaches around me and pushing them, and this kind of operations needs attention. I want to play a different role as there are so many different things to be done surrounding the team, and I think I can be integral." Yeah, they didn't have the greatest of season this year, Harbour View. They basically finished one spot above relegation. But I'm not sure that most of that came down to Bernard losing his touch. More they just simply lacked some qualities, especially in some key areas like goal scoring and goalkeeping. But, he said he's going to move on to different roles, and we'll wait to see who steps into the hot seat come next season. Alright, the second news of the day, teenage sensation and Arnegan's Kareem Dixon is on the radar of a number of European clubs, according to his agent Kevin Cohen. Cohen stated, "At this time, I can confirm that clubs from Belgium, Denmark, Portugal, and MLS are tracking Dixon and have stated their interest in the player." Alright, good news we hear for Dixon. Not that surprising. We see that he has a talent, and the fact that he got onto a big Nations League squad for Jamaica was going to always put him in the spotlight. Now, I've heard from fellow YouTubers now talking about the fact that they see MLS as a no-go and they would prefer him to be in Europe. Well, my response to that is no, necessarily not MLS so far. The league have extremely improved, and honestly, it would all come down to where it's best for him, where he gets some playing time, which is I think is key, and visibility so he can move up further. Okay, we all want him in the top 5 leagues, so of course if he can go directly there, no problem. But if he has to start in MLS and work him way up, I see that can work it as well. Anywhere is probably better than here in JPL at this moment. Anyway, that's all for the local news. Now let's get straight into the final day, Match Week 26 for the JPL. I'm going to start with the big clash, the biggest clash of the round by far, and this is Montego United, who currently sit in 7th, as they host Tivoli Gardens, as currently sitting in 2nd. So this game is of a big implication, and multiple things are going on in the league for this round. Of course, as I said to you, Montego is in 7th. They need a victory and hope to better the result, as is happening with Waterhouse, to get into that playoff spot, while Tivoli have to do the same. Win here and hope their results is better than Cavalier to assure themselves as a second automatic spot into the playoff. What makes this even more intriguing is that both teams is coming to this one on some decent form. Mobe played really well in their games against Harbour View last time out, and Tivoli is in sparkling form when they easily dispatched Lima last week. So this will be a game of, I think, all-out attack, and it's going to be coming down to who take their chances best on the day. Montego Bay front three is playing well, Tivoli front three is playing well. So it's a hard game to call. I'm going to have a hard time calling this in my prediction at the end of the show, but for now, it's going to be a fun time to have here at Catch It All. So the last time they both faced each other in the league, Montego Bay got the best of them in Anthony Spalding Complex 2-1. So again, that is Montego Bay United hosting Tivoli Gardens at Catch It All at 3:30 p.m. Now for the other big match with everybody eyes will be on, that'll be Waterhouse hosting Harbour View at the Jerusalem Mini Stadium. So Waterhouse now, of course, sits in that 6th position and have been playing absolutely well and consistent for the first time really all season, and will look to show up that 6th spot away from Montego Bay when Harbour View come calling. As I just stated earlier, Harbour View will be changing coaches summer, so maybe Bernard want to go with a bang and will be have his player rally up for this one. And they have not been really playing badly in the last 2 games. It's just that they can't score and their keepers seem to be giving out goals like candy. It won't necessarily be that easy for Waterhouse if they don't finish their chances, which they've been having issues with doing themselves lately, they might be caught in a dogfight. So another interesting one, another important one, and this is the lone game that will be on TV as well. So that's Waterhouse hosting Harbour View at the Jerusalem Mini Stadium at 3:30 p.m. Now for the final St. Anne derby of the season, and maybe for a while, as More Pleasant will be taking on the relegated Lime. This is literally first versus last. So a very David versus Goliath setup right here. But maybe, just maybe, Lime will give them fans something to really enjoy before they go to Tier 2. I can see a More Pleasant team fully rested, maybe fully rotated as well, as they look to, just give some players, some fringe players, some minutes, that you never know, you might need them in the playoffs. I do expect Shaquan Davis probably to come back, as he missed out the last two, but Chambers will also be in good form, so we'll see how that one goes. I could also probably expect Chung, who would probably deserve it, to get a start this time over Bradford. So let us see what happens with this one. It will be interesting to see if Lime put up some form of resistance before they go. But the last time they faced each other in this derby, in the same complex, Lime lost 4-1 to Mount Pleasant. So probably expect the same result. Depends on how much Mount Pleasant is taking this seriously. So again, that is Mount Pleasant taking on Lime at the Jacksal Mini Stadium at 3:30 p.m. We're going to the other relegating boys. I'll be Treasure Beach hosting Harnigans at Stets. Now Treasure Beach, as I said, is long gone, and this is the last game in this league in front of the fans, so they probably want to put on a show. While Arnett will probably use this as a good testing ground to see if they can get their tactics just right before the most important playoff match. They started a bit too slow in their game against Portmore last time out, and we're hoping to get all their attackers in line and ready for the playoff. They may rotate some players out. We saw Faber Reed did not start last time out, so it'd be interesting to see what Xavier Gilbert decided to do, travel all the way to St. Elizabeth. They have no chance to get into the top 2 at this point, and the only thing they can really do is get above Portmore into 4th, but I'm not sure how much they really care about that at this moment. It will be interesting to see what happens here. Not much to really look forward for this one in terms of Treasure Beach either, but the last time they faced each other, Arnett had an easy 2-0 win over Treasure Beach at the Anthony Sporting Complex. So again, that is Treasure Beach hosting Harnigans at 3:30 p.m. at Stets. But what about Cavalier, who are still in the running for that number 2 spot, and they will be hosting, but it will be at Anthony Sporting Complex, Malines United. Now, a big game this, of course, for Cavalier, and they might be in some luck, as Malines probably only threat or main threat, Jason Wright, might be sitting this one out, as he came out injured the last game out. Cavalier, of course, want to win, and also want to win with some goals as well, as they want to make sure if they have any chance of making it into the top 2, they have to beat Malines and beat them big. So expect a very attacking Cavalier team against a Malines defense that's been taking it easy as of late. So it should be an easy victory for Cavalier, but I'll tell you in the prediction exactly what the scoreline will be. And the last time they faced each other, Cavalier ran out 3-0 winners over Malines. So they want another score like that, probably a bit more, maybe 5 or 6, to give them the best chance possible to get past Tivoli for that number 2 spot. But again, that is Cavalier playing Malines United at the Anthony Sporting Complex, also at 3:30 p.m. this Sunday. Now we move on to Portmore United, who are also, cannot be moving from their 4th spot any further, but they want to avoid finishing 5th, just for presentation of the table. They'll be welcoming the Humble Lion, who is just simply cruising to the end of the season at this point and trying to try out different players and different tactics and different coaches. So it will be a brazy affair for Portmore at home, I think. They will again probably start Trevor Walsh to get more minutes on his legs before the most important playoff matches. And they may rest Alex Marshall to make sure he's wrapped in bubble wrap and make sure he's safe and ready for the playoffs. Yeah, so honestly, Portmore should just see this one through with ease. Not much to really talk about here. And the Humble Lion youngsters will probably want to impress before the big summer shake-up. So again, that will be Portmore hosting Humble Lion at the Fernita Park this Sunday. To the final game of the round we'll be looking at, and that will be fellow St. Catherine team Dumbo-Holen. They'll be hosting a very United team at the Dumbo-Holen Sports Complex. So Dumbo-Holen now, with their loss last week, is officially out of the running for playoffs, and it's a disappointing end to a season that saw so many games and so many up and down. No word if Lenny Hyde will be back after this, but I'm quite sure he wants his team to go out at the best foot possible. They will also play in front of their fans one more time, and they will surely want to put on a show. While we saw Veer in their last game against Treasure Beach, it seemed that they're really already on vacation and probably won't be taking this too hard. They probably just want to avoid any major injuries at this point, as I'm quite sure some of their players will be looking for trials in the summer. They look like that in their last game, and I expect that the same to be here. While Dumbolin, as I said to you, will probably just try to win the game and give them fans something to cheer for. So not much will really go at. I will say the last time they faced each other in Clarendon, Veer lost 2-1 to Dumbolin. So again, anything like that happen here, no major ramifications on the table really. Again, that is Dumbolin hosting Veer at the Dumbolin Sports Complex at 3:30 p.m. this Sunday. So yeah guys, that is decision day round of fixtures this Sunday. Again, of course, all eyes will be at Catching all eyes will be at Jerusalem, and all eyes will be at Anthony Spalding Complex. Those three matches will define the fate of many things that are going on in the league this year. The playoffs are here soon, so we'll be interested to see what happens. But before we go, let me just tell you what the community question and responses were. In the community question this week, I asked the simple question: which team is taking the final playoff spot? Is it Waterhouse or is it Montego Bay United? And to be honest, in a very surprising turnout, Montego Bay United actually won the vote with 57% compared to Waterhouse 43%, which I think is a big surprise, since Waterhouse, I feel, on paper at least, of the easier fixture and the goal difference in their favour when the two of them play their matches at the same time this Sunday. So Montego Bay United fans seem to be really believing, for a miracle, if you want to call it that they will get the win and the final playoff spot. But we will see. This is why football is so nice, you just never know. Okay, let's go into predictions now. Mount Pleasant versus Lime Hall. Last time they faced each other 4-1. I think Mount Pleasant will take it a bit more easy, so I'll go 3-1. 3-1 Mount Pleasant over Lime Hall. Treasure Beach versus Arnett Guns. Arnett want to get their attackers going, I think. So I probably see a 2-0 win for Arnett in Treasure Beach. Portmore Umberline just cruising, as I said. Portmore want to probably finish as strong as possible to get them revved up for the playoffs. So I see Portmore winning this 2-0. Dumbolin versus Veer. How much Veer really care at this point? Dumbolin is going to play the usual possession game. Probably still can't score. Dumbolin 1-0 over Veer. Cavalier versus Malines now. If there's no Jason Wright for Malines, I don't think they're going to score, as they're nothing to play for. While Cavalier will be going gun-ho for this one. It could easily be 4-0 for Cavalier. So 4-0 I say for this one. Now for the big ones now. Waterhouse versus Harbour View. Despite not having anything to play for, they're not playing poorly, and they might want to set off Coach Bernard and a win. Waterhouse is an interesting team. They've been playing really well, but they do have issues with conversions of late, but they still manage to be scoring goals. I expect that form to continue, and I think they will edge Harbour View here 2-1. Montego Bay United versus Tivoli now. So if Waterhouse win 2-1, Montego will probably need to win by 9 or 10, even if they beat Tivoli. But this is a game Tivoli also has to win to start our Cavalier. Honestly, I think it's going to be tough for Montego Bay fans. I like how they play, but I think their additions came a bit too late in the season to get them over the line. I think Tivoli going to edge this one 2-1. So yeah guys, that is what I got for the predictions. Let me know in the comment section below what you think is going to happen this round. And we keep back and wait and see all these big clashes play out. Of course, if you have the opportunity, turn out to the matches. The league needs the support, and cheer on your team to the fullest. But anyway, that's all I got here at JamPL Fun. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and share. As we try to keep it all locked here towards the end of the season. For NGLs and the Jamaica Premier League, you're already at the right place, JamPL Fun. Again, everybody, thank you so much for me to reach 1,000 subscribers. A massive thanks to your support. Again, I'm out. Big up yourself, YouTube.